What would you do if you discovered a hidden room inside your new house? A room that had been locked for more than 50 years. Would you open it, or would you leave it closed forever? Today's story is full of mystery, emotion, and a surprising ending. Listen carefully, learn new English words, and enjoy the story. The Secret Room. It was the first day in Oliver's new home. The house was old, quiet, and surrounded by tall trees. Most people believed nobody had lived there for many years. Oliver loved old houses. He believed every old place had a story waiting to be discovered. As he carried his boxes inside, something felt different. The wooden floor made strange sounds with every step. The walls were covered with faded family photographs, and the air smelled like old books and memories. That night, while unpacking, Oliver noticed something unusual. Behind a large bookshelf, there was a small metal handle. Curious, he pulled it. The bookshelf slowly moved aside. Hidden behind it was a narrow wooden door. It was covered with dust. A rusty lock hung from the handle. His heart started beating faster. What could be inside? He whispered. The next morning, Oliver bought a new key for the old lock. After several tries, click. The door opened. A cold breeze came from inside. He turned on his flashlight and stepped into the dark room. It wasn't filled with gold or treasure. Instead, there were shelves of books, old paintings, a wooden desk, and a small blue diary. The diary looked as if someone had written in it almost every day. Oliver carefully opened the first page. It read, "If someone is reading this, thank you for finding my secret room." The diary belonged to a young girl named Emma. She had lived in the house nearly 60 years earlier. Every page described her dreams. She wanted to become a writer, but her family was very poor. She couldn't afford school. So every night, she secretly came to this room to read books and practice writing stories. One sentence appeared again and again throughout the diary. "Never stop believing in your dreams." Oliver couldn't stop reading. Hour after hour passed. He laughed at Emma's happy memories. He felt sad during her difficult days. It was as if he had met someone from another time. On the final page, there was a letter. It said, "If my stories are ever found, please don't let them disappear. Dreams only stay alive when someone believes in them." Inside a wooden box beside the diary, Oliver discovered dozens of handwritten stories, beautiful stories, adventure stories, children's stories, stories full of hope. He knew exactly what he had to do. Over the next several months, Oliver carefully typed every story into his computer. He corrected small spelling mistakes, but never changed Emma's words. Finally, he sent the collection to a publishing company. Weeks passed. Then one morning, his phone rang. "We would love to publish Emma's stories." Oliver could hardly believe it. The forgotten writer would finally have readers, even though she was no longer alive. Her dream was coming true. Months later, the book became surprisingly popular. Children loved the stories. Teachers recommended them in schools. Readers everywhere wanted to know who Emma was. The old house that people once ignored became famous. Visitors came to see the secret room where a young girl's dream had quietly waited for decades. Standing inside that little room, Oliver smiled. He realized something important. Some treasures are not made of gold. Some treasures are made of words. Moral of the story: dreams never truly disappear. Even if years pass, kindness, hope, and hard work can keep a dream alive. And remember, The greatest treasure you can discover is the story that inspires someone else. Thank you for listening. Keep learning English through stories, and I'll see you in the next adventure.